Welcome to the Pokemon Starter Elimination Game, Generation 9 Edition, week number 4 recap. This week has had more of the falling out of the last week more than anything else happened, so we're going to try to run through things as they happen, but I may or may not miss some things. So yeah, let's get started. This week opened up with a bang. We was still fairly uneventful, but this was one of the big things that happened. We had a pain split between Grookey and Cyndaquil. That evened out the HP and put Grookey from pretty much almost in the middle of the pack to near the top. No, actually tied for the top. So that happened. And while that also happened, the sun that was on Snivy had also worn off. That was bad. Sun was the only thing keeping Snivy going up. As Toxic Poison, as I've stated last time, if you missed that week 3's review, Toxic Poison increments every single vote. And there were votes rolling in and that poison damage was stacking up on Snivy. Snivy's health was going down, and it was going down really quickly. Really quickly. That is one thing I will say about the Elimination that I'm kind of torn on. Not Toxic existing, but the ability to cure Toxic being... Like, there's a way to cure Toxic on the event wheel, there's a way to cure Toxic on the item wheel, but there's only one wheel you can spin, so you can't directly spin an item wheel, so it's kind of torn a little bit about how somewhat overpowered Toxic is now, that items aren't as prevalent or aren't as common. But I still have so many items you can get from the item wheel that can be spun from the event wheel, as well as multiple events that give up multiple different items, so there's still chances, it's just there's so many things on the event where the chances are fairly low, so it makes things not as great as they could be, I guess. But again, Snivy's going down to the poison. Fennekin woke up, and obviously Rowlet was no longer confused, and Litten got hit with an explosion. That moved Litten down a decent amount, but Litten recovers as time went on. Snivy eventually is eliminated by Toxic, and there was also a Sticky Barb placed on Piplup. Sticky Barb deals 2 damage every single time a vote happens for the Pokemon it's on at the end of the vote. And then Rowlet attacked Piplup, which transferred the Sticky Barb to Rowlet. So, yeah, very interesting choice there, but good on Rowlet for wanting the damage. That's only for 5 turns, so we have, at the final marker, 3 more turns remaining. Fennekin was almost eliminated. Fennekin had 4 HP remaining. A super effective water type move from Mudkip, since voting damage is still, -2, it would be a -4 for super effective damage, would have eliminated Fennekin. Luckily for Fennekin, Mudkip was fully paralyzed, and then he got healed by Mudkip's rain to put it up. It also was helped by the fact that a Forest Fire event had happened, which increases fire type HP. So yeah, a lot of things that happened. Fire types went up, fire types went down, a lot of insane back and forth that happened, and that leads us to this week's winner, or at least this week's leader. And for the second week in a row, our leader is Cyndaquil, sitting at 37 HP. Now at level 10, 4 levels away from evolving, holding a Pecha Berry which would prevent it from being snuffed out, just like Snivy was with Toxic. So Pecha Berry would immediately cure that. Torchic is in second with 32 HP at level 6. Got a ways to go. Third place is Rowlet with 31 HP. Has been voted on twice, It's getting up there. Grookey at 29. Again, that pain split brought Grookey way up. And then they brought him way back down. They attacked him a decent amount. Sobble is sitting in 5th place at 28. Then we have 6th place Litten, who has recovered very nicely, back to 27. We have Totodile sitting at 7th place with 27. And then we have a tie between Squirtle and Oshawott, both sitting at 25. After them is Poplio, who is in 10th place with 24. Then we have Turtwig, who has been just coasting along, in all honesty, sitting at 23. Then after that we have Froakie, who has had his fair share of unfortunate things, but has also been voted on a few. Charmander and Quaxley, all not necessarily doing the greatest, but not the worst off, all sitting at 21. Chimchar rounds out those in the 20s, and the top 15 with 15 HP. Next, we have the struggles, because oh lord, are they struggling. Piplup, 12 HP, poison slowly whittling down. The little resurgence he had midway through the week has fizzled out, and Piplup is going down. Score Bunny, tied with Piplup. Fire, nothing else to really say. He's coasting, but I'm not really sure how he's coasting. Mudkip has been fighting for his life as he's been getting attacked by the deceased Snivy, and now Chespin of all Pokemon has been attacking Mudkip. Mudkip is level 12 and is very close, 4 levels away from evolving. Has Rain on it to increase its HP and will bring up those in the rear with him since its HP is so low. Then we have also tied with Chespin, you know. Yeah, Chespin's there. Trico is poisoned, 8 HP remaining. We need some Pecha Berries on this field pronto. Oh my god. Fennekin barely surviving, 25th, 5 HP remaining. That is 2 super effective hits, and this Pokemon would go down. Now, that has been the recap for this week's Pokemon Starter Elimination Game, Gen 9 Edition. Next week we'll only have 3 streams, 2 streams actually. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream on Friday. I think I'm gonna be very busy actually. For those of you who don't know, which is everybody, I guess it's the first time I'm saying this, but most likely we're gonna be looking for a new place to move into because landlord sucks and rats and a bunch of other shit that happens from time to time, and we can do as much things as possible. But the landlord is absolute shit, and I don't want to deal with him anymore. Chanel doesn't want to deal with him anymore. It's annoying. He keeps trying to get late fees when we have never been late on rent. So it's really annoying, like really, really annoying. He's completely out of touch with reality when it comes to living in an apartment. He doesn't know what's going on with his own people, and he's just a greedy old bastard. So, yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Anyway, enough ranting from me. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's recap, and remember, if you want to influence the elimination game, if you want a Pokemon you love to win that's still alive on this board, stop by twitch.tv/uran10 on Tuesday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!